Alrighty, welcome in, everybody. It is Wednesday? Question mark? I believe that is correct. I'm doing the viewer suggestion today. Yeah, that's all we got going on. We're going to start with some rugbies. We're going to draw some stuff for the game. Then we're going to jump into the viewer suggestion, which we do have a community post up on Monday, where people have been suggesting their characters. If you've not gotten to put one on the community post, you're very welcome to put one in chat. We'll add it to the list. The dice gods decide which ones we draw. And we'll go from there. I realize now that I have forgotten my drink in the other room, so I'm going to go grab that, and then we will get this a-going. Alright. Okie dokie. Spiral, welcome in. Sun never sets on the Red Empire. I can believe that. I can believe that. Alright, let's start with a rugby. Remember, we got a sketchy rugby today. I've added the slime monsters to the game last night, this weekend. Got a whole bunch of stuff ready, so now I can get people playtesting it again. People are around this afternoon. That might be fun to do. Let's see how that goes. Meat. Little chubby rugby here. That's what we need today. Blam. How much does rugby get paid? Rugby does not get paid. He's an intern. An apprentice, if you will. He's a stipend. Is indentured when you're paying off a debt? Is that what that is? Technically, there's some gaps in the surviving of what you can find under the couch. That sounds about right. Unfettered access to an unlimited magic and an imagination. There's a little bit of gaps in Rugby's shenanigans, because one, he technically worked for the kobold vendor first, of which I assume he got paid for that. But now he works as an assistant in my, I don't know where I live in that thing. It's weird. The Dungeon Master cave. The Dungeon Master's dungeon. But I think he kind of just lives there, you know? Considering that the avatar that is me is an undead bird. I don't know if undead things can own anything, you know? So maybe Rugby owns everything. It's an interesting thing to think about. technically a lich has died, and all of its stuff should pass on to... Maybe that's why it's okay for adventurers to steal their shit. Because it's technically not owned by anybody. You chewing on a pig? What's going on? Boy, it's so weird. Rugby's attacks right off. Yeah. You need a drink? There you go. The ability of this kid to just, like, decide he's done with something and throw it to the ground violently is just bonkers to me. Yeah, Rugby's a lot closer to, like, an orange cat than anything else. I like drawing some dirt. Nothing wrong with some dirt. Just cook. Yeah, like that. I know exactly what sound you're talking about. I've never heard it described like that, but I love it. Just audio files breaking. Collision spam is a great way to say it. So I made little oozes yesterday for the game. And they're different than slugs in two ways. Slugs are a little tougher, which maybe is not right. You okay? Did you choke on the pig? What happened? I choked on the snowman. Yeah, great. My thought was oozes are super weak because you can just squish them. Right. So 1 HP, and they explode into a big pile of goo, which is acidic. The slugs, on the other hand, I think are just going to be slows. I had a slug that was acid, and I switched it into a thing. But I think the slugs should be much tougher, so I gave them like 2 or 3 hit points. And I don't think they should explode. I think when you kill them, they're fine. They should just leave the trail. So I think that should be the difference. I don't think the oozes should leave a trail, but they should explode when they die. And the slugs should not explode, but leave a trail. What are people's thoughts on that? Should an ooze... I feel like ooze shouldn't leave slime trails, because then they just are slowly dying. But I want people's opinions on that. And then I do want to make bigger slimes. They maybe split into smaller slimes when you kill them. That seems very doable. Maybe those turn into like one-eyed slimes. That'd be really funny, actually. And then like the biggest ones to be multiple-eyed slimes. Maybe they only have 1 hit point, but they have thorns. That could be interesting. That seems kind of cheap to me. Like I don't know if enemies should have thorns in a game where healing is not super prevalent. I remember that back in the day from the bigger the slime, the more eyes. Exactly. Yeah. Slugs should fizzle out when they perish. Yeah, just like dissolve. I don't know what the biggest, because I like having small, medium, and large versions of all the enemies. The slugs, I think initially it was slow, acid, and then spikies. So like these two things are kind of related. I think slugs are going to be trails. These are going to be explode. 1 hit point. I do think this would be interesting to give them, 5 hit points and then 1 hit point, 1 hit point. So maybe the big ones explode into like 5 little tiny ones? That would make sense. Do I want the spikes though? Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about enemies having thorns. Yeah. I don't know. What's up, kid? You got a car? What color? What color is the car? An immortal snail, but instead it's just a turtle slug. That's what my thought was for the third ones. It should be like snail, really chunky banana slug, and then like an actual snail. But snails could be their own thing, so who knows? But they could be a variant of the trail makers. So who knows? Whole lot of fun ideas. Just don't know what I'm doing yet. Okay, cool. I like this. I like where this is going. Let's get into the viewer suggestion here. Give me 1 minute. I'm gonna go set up the boy real quick, and then we'll do that. So give me 2 seconds. Be right back. Let's start up before I leave here. I'll put up a poll. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna start the poll. Be right back. Everybody hang tight. Here we go. I'll give one some null rogue, some sort of null rogue. Yeah, feel free. I think that's what it's for. Okay, I've got the list up here. I'm gonna roll the first one, and then we'll go from there. As soon as I get a d6. A Bard Kender in the style of a Mad Max warboy. Kenders are the little, what do you want to call them? Halflings, I guess. They're essentially gnomes, but not gnomes. Oh, I can't remember if they have... I don't think they have pointy ears. Let me look it up. Might as well look it up. Well, they do have pointy little ears. Okay. They're tiny elves. Why the Kender are the most annoying race? Alright. Witness me! Oh, the picture's huge. Too big. Grab a little bit of reference here. I like the one that's got the little skull paint on his face. We'll do that. I like the little scarf. We'll keep that. What's up, kid? Everybody in the Mad Max universe is so dry. It is a desert wasteland. Yeah, that's fair. Can't remember. Is Mad Max just resource depletion, or is it post-nuclear fallout? Because, like, the War Boys are all, like, radiation burnt, I think. Resource depletion. Okay. Just read the was that The Last Ronin? It was the Ninja Turtles comic. I read the first one, the first omnibus. It was good. The writing style is a little weird. Bounces around, but it's kind of cool. Cool continuation of the turtle story. Can't wait for the game. Oh, yeah, that'd be great. Okay, I'm going to push a little bit into the red here. Because I want him to be a little bit suntanned. Maybe orange. Maybe I can just grab the orange out of this picture. Yeah, there we go. Just a little, this is a little burnt. A little crispy. Then we'll paint him white here in a second. We'll give him some orange first. I think that's it. I think we did it. Oh, I didn't draw his feet. I was zoomed in real far there. Sorry, everybody. Didn't realize I was so zoomed in. Flew too close to the sun. That'd be a fun, like, Icarans or something, like creatures that thrive by lighting themselves on fire by flying too close to things. I do want to make a moth character for my game. And I was thinking about next time I play Pathfinder, I might try to make a Mothman cryptid. Should be really funny. All right, there's a little war boy. He did a good job, I think. Blip. Get rid of that. Don't need the reference anymore. Let's put these in the Discord per our normal arrangements. Boodly doo 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 ba doo boo doo. Put this in the Discord and draw. Okie dokie. First time stumbling across you live, but your skills are impeccable. Really cool seeing something come to life so cleanly. Yeah, thank you. You Catlind? Is that how I want to say the name? Lind? Catlind? How are you today? Welcome in. I'm going to roll the dice for the next one. If you Spiral or Catland, if you want to put a something on the list, please let me know. I'll add it to the list for you. Don't have that many. There we go. A bismuth, a dragonborn, a bard. Gonna be really blocky. Oh, bismuth is so weird. Ooh, that's a cool one. There's like three. There's like 3 Bithmus dragons online. Spirals. Spirals and cubes. That's what we gotta do. Okay. We can do it. We can do it. I believe in myself. I believe in myself. Also a dragonborn. Not a dragon. Dragonborn. Okay. Let's grab a weird... What's a good base color here? Like a dark purpley blue? We gotta get some weird shapes in here. So I think... I mean, it's a dragonborn. So, like, we're gonna have head, neck, and body. Probably only gonna do the bust here, because this is going to get real complicated real fast. But I'd like to keep the head almost square. Ooh, I don't know what to do with the horns. I guess the horns could just, like, project out. Kind of boxy as well. I mentally pronounced my username like Ecatlind. Or like Caitlin. But I suppose there's no truly correct way. Yeah, I get people saying Rookzir a lot, which I think is funny. But I'm just so old that the 0 at the end of the name is pronounced normally. So I've had to since I started YouTube tell people it's Rookzir with a 0 at the end. But so I think there is a place to say, like, this is how I would pronounce my name, but since most people read it, there might be some variations. But if I pronounce it incorrectly the way you'd like, please let me know. I'm gonna go with E. Caitlin. Catland? Catland? Lind? L-I-N-D? Yeah, Lind. Catland. That works. It's a cool name. I dig it. More squares. More squares and spirals. Business is super cool. But also a pain to try to iterate from artistically. Because it do some weird things. Does it stack itself? I can't find that. It does kind of like wrap itself around itself, doesn't it? Let's get a reference in here. Whoop, whoop. Didn't mean to spin it. That was my bad. I've been thinking about changing my name just so people don't shorten to Adam. People short atomic sorcery to Adam? Oh, Atom. Okay. ATOM. I mean, that's pretty common, actually, in comic books. That's what I was trying to get. In a lot of DC comics, specifically, I think Captain Atom is shortened to Atom, but Captain is just being reduced there. So, how you doing, Atomic? By the way, I think Atomic is great. Captain Atom? That's not the right thing. There's the... I'm just shut up. Yeah, it is very much... It is funny how people find different nicknames out of different things, so... Like I said, Rookzer is a weird shortening, because like I feel like it's actually longer than Rook Zero, but maybe not. It's not. It's not. So that's fine. And honestly, at this point, I don't care anymore. People can call me whatever they want. It's my pride is not so important that I need to correct people. I get Rock Zero a lot too, which I think is funny. A lot of people think my name is Rock Zero. It is only half of the letter O off, which is kind of funny. Oh my goodness, kid. What are you doing? You need a drink? Oh, you got trains? Yeah. Where's the train car? They don't go together. You need a piece. You need a piece to stick to the bottom. Yeah, you gotta stick them together like that. Alright, hold on a second. I have to do some kid triage. Let's go find a piece. Like this. Look. There you go. These pieces don't fit together. Make them fit. I read Atomic Sorcery, and my first thought was a mage with uranium rods as a staff. That's pretty funny, actually. Just an atomic glowing stick. Who am I thinking of? Maybe I was thinking of Captain Atom. Atomic Soldier? That doesn't sound right. I might be losing my mind. We're going to cut this down. I think we want to go a little bit more this way. Try to get a little bit more shape here in the neck. And then we're gonna start cutting these. We just want lots of hard corners. Is really what we want. I'm trying to put too many spirals in. I think we just need more sharp corners, and then we can do the rest later. It's like right here. That's a good place for a spiral, but we need to make sure that the angles are kind of popping in there. Yeah, that looks good. I like that. And like right here, like this is the front of the nose, the snoot, if you will. The snoot should probably be a little more angular, maybe right here. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Try to get a little more. I dig that. I dig that a lot. Okay. Captain Animal was right. Yeah. I just can't remember. I thought it had something atomic in his name. Atom Smasher, yeah. Atomic Skull? Is that who I was thinking about? Maybe that's what I was thinking about. Atomic Skull might have been who I was thinking about. What's the other guy's? Dr. Phosphorus. Dr. Phosphorus is great. I heard Atom Smasher, and I activated a sleeper agent thing within my head. I have to store right? I'm excited for... I kind of want to rewatch... Season 1 of yep. That's it. I've run out of brain capacity today. That already. It's gone. Of Edge Runners. But man, it's so... I feel like if I watch it again, it's going to throw me into like a deep depression for a little while. So, maybe I won't do that. At least not right now. Okay, I think this should go like this. So we need to make sure that this coil follows the chin. Right here like this. All the way. Like that. There we go. And then we can have another one going this way that meets up with it and goes up. Okay. We can have a little bit of bend there. That looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. This neck piece now can be kind of filled in. I want to make sure it's linear, but I want to make sure that it's basically everything is going to be some kind of long spiral, I think that's what we're going to do. But also, like, this is an organic dragon, so... What's up, kid? Yeah. What's up? Your train fall apart? guess I could just color in all the shading. We could leave the organic pieces organic looking. Like this muscle here. Over the skin, and then fill in all of the darker bits with little geometric shapes. Pretty fond of my giving him to. I used to dislike it as a kid because it's unusual for the area I live in. People would often mispronounce it, make a big deal out of it. Yeah, I can see that. But I'd like to come up with some sort of strong moniker if I want to try to build up an internet presence. Yeah. It depends on what you're doing, too. Like Markiplier did a really good job. Like, take your name and do something interesting with it. If you're doing art, you know, it doesn't necessarily matter, but I've run into a bunch of issues with people being like, oh, hey, I really like your art stuff, but like you don't have your name out there so people don't know what your actual portfolio is. So I have basically two different kinds of portfolios. I have like my YouTube art, and then just like my traditional portfolio is not attached to my resume, I guess. So that's a little weird. It's a little weird if you want to get into that kind of side of things. Server will be undergoing maintenance soon. That's not good. We might did they just shut off Aggie? Yep. I guess that's all we're doing today. I'm gonna have to switch over to Photoshop real quick. Hang tight, everybody. Well, that's the poops. If the page doesn't load in the next 5 minutes, please check again. Alright. I guess we'll just hang out for a minute. We'll see what happens. Well, shit. Yeah. Worst case scenario, we'll just go to Photoshop. But we'll give it a minute. We'll see what happens. I'll just open up Photoshop now and start working. I don't think Druid's going to join us today. So. So hard trying to narrow down your focus. Yeah, I agree. And like even my YouTube channel started as me just wanting to do art, and then eventually became a D&D channel. So like, you know, you can be pretty fluid with it for a while, and it's not that big of a deal. But if you do want to become a personality where you're less interested in doing a specific thing, I mean, you're always going to have to find a niche. Like, that's a big part of it. Oh, you have a train? Another train? What color? What color is this? But if you want to do something, you need to find a niche, regardless of anything, if you want to be on YouTube. But for your art, like, a lot of it is there you go. Look at that. That's a long train. Choo-choo. A lot of it's going to be just doing what you love, and then that's people will follow you for your art. Oh, yep. And now it's done. Dawn giving us the boot. So, hey, hang out. You want to come up? Are you going to come up and just destroy everything? Oh, is it back? Did it fix itself?
Oh, this.
No, we're still in maintenance mode. Oh, we're back. Okay. Boop, boop. Yeah, you got trains. Okay, do you want to sit up here? Choo-choo. Anytime you change your content, it changes your audience, but a few channels, analysis, and demographic changes look really funky. Yeah. It's also like media too, like a medium. Sorry, not media. There we go. Case in point, like a lot of my audience is now shorts content. I'm like, cool. When I have more shorts content, people, I can start doing my long form videos, and then that'll translate. It does not. It just does not. So, last short video I put out, I think got like 2,000-3,000 views, and that's just not viable right now. So we'll see. I've been neglecting my long form content, in lieu of the live streams and the YouTube shorts. So. So don't get discouraged. Like, pick something, have fun with it, and just go with it. Just have fun and do what you're doing. Everything is content. And what I mean by that is, if you like having fun and you make an welcoming environment, it doesn't really matter what you're doing. People come hang out. I think the funniest is Jacksepticeye. Jacksepticeye is really funny. I think Jack is his middle name? Can't remember. Jack might be nothing. Someone check me on that. Yeah. I would say just pick one and go for it, you know? See how it goes. We did some sculpture for a while, and we had a lot of people really interested in that, but, like, I didn't do it enough to really make it, like, a sole thing of content. I should do more fan art. People like fan art, but when you don't do fan art all the time, they lose interest. Some people come just for the fan art, you know? Or you find, I think, like, the biggest boost for my channel originally was me working on Critical Role stuff. Like, I started doing Critical Role fan art, and that brought a lot of people in. And bringing in a lot of people is really helpful. But kobolds, I have a huge kobold community in here. People like my kobolds. You never really know what's going to stick. So, don't worry about trying to figure it out. That might be terrible advice, I don't know. Oh, you got a kitty cat. Thank you for bringing me the kitty cat. Kitty cat train. Oh, you barking now? Choo-choo train. Look at that. This is a kitty cat driving the train. They made it so the kitty cat can't drive the train. That's rude. That's rude. Blueberries. What's up, kid?
No.
More. You have a lot of trains. I don't remember you having this many trains. Choo 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 choo. You gonna move this? I think I'm about done with this dragon. Spiral, did you have a? Did you come up with your cobalt? Your not cobalt. Your Knoll idea? Do you want me to put it on the list before we roll the next one? Oh, there the trains go.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Uh oh.
Hey.
Train went off the edge. All right, let's grab some of these other colors, and then I think we'll be done with this one. We want to grab some of this yellow, and we'll put it on like the edges here, way out here in the corners. And then we'll grab a lot of this blue and have that be the kind of like internal colors here. Some of these purples. I like these purples. Grab some of this red. We'll put some of that red around the eye. We'll put it like in here. Maybe a little on the snoot. Maybe a little more yellow. Maybe a little splash. Not really, just trying to stay awake? Yeah, no problem. Do what you gotta do. Need a drink? Here you go. Here you go. Gotta refuel between Bluey episodes. But alright. I think we're done. I think we're done with this bad boy. Let's save that out, put it on the Discord. I'm waiting. It's your Beathmish dragon. Should I start posting these on the community posts? Like, after the live stream? Think people will see those? I'm worried it'll clutter up the community posts, like, for the suggestions. I don't want people putting suggestions on if I post one after the stream. But if I start doing it consistently, maybe people would get used to it. Looks like a weird dragon transformer. I kind of dig it. That's a cool idea. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that one. All right, we got 3 left. Male humanoid brine shrimp. This is a Norwin one. I don't know what an Artemisia is. I mean, she was a brine shrimp. Got infused with fire. Fire shrimp. Burning head, paladin, and heavy armor. Called it brine burn. Okay. Male brine shrimp is one of the big antennas. Okay, let's look that up. Let's get a good reference. Oh, these are weird looking. I forgot what brine shrimp looked like. This is what we're drawing. We're going to turn this into a person. I'm going to turn that into a person. And make them a fire paladin. I think if you posted what we did on stream today, it might get some engagement. Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, we'll try it out. We'll try it out tonight afterwards. And then I guess, especially on the Wednesday one, if people post their suggestions on there, I can get it for Friday. But the Friday one will just be like, new post next Monday, maybe? That would work. I could try that. Okay. Brine shrimp. Big antennas. Paladin. This thing's going to be derpy AF. That's not the color I wanted. I like the weird arm cage thing that's going on. I want to try to incorporate that somehow. So we'll do something like this. See if I can get some. What is a flaming head paladin? Like, that's a new thing for me. I might have to look that up. An idea to consider sometime. How about a green cheek conure or cockatiel fused with a rainbow opal? What is a rainbow opal? Is that a different kind of bird? We could do a Green Conure character if you want. Just need to come up with a D&D equivalency. Ranger, Bard, whatever. Do these little shrimpies have hands? I can't tell. Part of me has always thought of using a suggestion to build a roll for character table would be fun, but I have gone through a roll of sandwich binges. Yeah, we don't do that. We tried that a few times where it was just like completely random and it gets wild and stupid, and it's not as fun for me as just drawing people's ideas. I'm not a huge fan of RNG. Like that's my big thing for a lot of games. It's like I like a little bit of RNG, but I like a little more curated experience when it comes to character design. I had a really cool conversation with my friend about that one time because he used to love like the tables and lists. So he would make characters just by rolling dice and figuring it out, right? He's like, yeah, I'll just do whatever. And the thing that was cool about that is he's like, well, I don't want to put a lot of time and effort into something that I might only play once. So if I know we're doing like a one-shot or something, I'd rather just kind of roll it out and play what I'm dealt, right? Like that's a great mentality for like roguelikes and stuff. Because it's like, I'm not worried about doing a build. I want to see what happens. And that's a very different stance than I want to build something and make something and play that, which is what I like to do. I love building kits. I love building like trying fun ideas that I get to design as much as possible. But then I'll throw that away so I can try something else. So there's definitely like they both are very good for that, and it's just kind of a matter of opinion. Like it's vibe. So maybe an avian inspired humanoid. I don't know. Maybe too random. No, that's like the Aarakocra or the there's one more. The Owlins. The Aarakocra or the Owlins are really cool, and they're so variable because they can be any kind of bird you want. So I've also had people play just animal characters. So if you want to do something like that, there's definitely something to think about. Yeah. So like a green conure. You just need to figure out if you want to do you want him in armor? Do you not want him in armor? Do you want him to be just a bird? Do you want him to be a wizard? If you give me one of those, we'll put it on the list. So we got a green conure. What? That's the question. Necromancer? Bard? The Bard is pretty classic for the birds, partially because of the guy from Breath of the Wild, whose name I cannot remember. Yeah, we've drawn a bunch of bird folk. The green conure, I think, is pretty common too. I think Druid has drawn a couple of those for characters. They're somewhere on the Discord. I have to find them. Did anybody look up Burning Head Paladin? Norwin's always got some curveballs to throw at me. I really just want to put like a flaming sphere in front of this guy's face. I haven't seen parrot species use his characters terribly often. Oh yeah, let me see if I can find this guy. Catlin, are you in the Discord? If not, I'll just post it in the... Cass! Cass is his name. The Rito are all great, but like Cass is really well designed for what he's supposed to be. God, his art from the wiki is even better. I'm not, but I can join. Here, I'll just post it. I'll post it in the show. That's Cass from Breath of the Wild. I dig it. It's a really cool take on the Rito. I really like the Breath of the Wild birds because they have wings instead of hands, but they still use them like hands in most cases. Whereas like the Aarakocra are basically centaurs because they have 6 limbs, or I guess they're insects. Depending on how you look at it. But yeah, so like I like the wings for arms. I think that's a much cooler take than just this bird creature has wings and arms. It's like, less interesting to me. Still cool. Don't get me wrong, but less interesting. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna grab the darkest dark I got right here. And we're gonna do some cutting in here. Give this guy some arms that are gonna be very vague and not defined well. They wanted humanoids, so we should give them arms. But I don't think we're going to draw the arms, because I'm going to do something different with this design. So the arms are not going to be the important part. Because I like the little limbs, but I need to grab a really, really light color here and start doing this. We'll put this on the antennae as well. And then this is armor, not the head, so we need to really make sure that this looks like separate pieces. Which maybe we use black for that, but just define this as its own shape. Just joined the Discord. Welcome in. So we're hanging out in the live stream chat. If you want to post anything there, I will post that same picture in the live stream chat so you can see it. Boy's so cute. All right, he's doing good. I like responding to roguelikes, but there's something to be said internationally for intentionality. Yeah, the reason I like Tails is because it takes an in-between route. Yeah. A well-built table is often as good as weighted how random things would be. Yeah, and I think like Pathfinder 3.5 did a really good job of breaking their tables up. Like, most things on a table aren't powerful or impowerful. They're like, here are a bunch of like things, pick one of them, which is great. Mind you, like some of the treasure ones are a little more like weighted to where, oh, if you roll 100, you get a really powerful item, or if you roll a 1, you get a really powerful set of enemies that are going to fight you. So, like it's a thing. It's just a thing. But I definitely think I know a lot of people that really like using tables and charts, and it's a good thing for what it is. But it's not something I want to do for the live stream because of just it piles up and people put silly shit on it and it gets out of control. So I like having that element of control for the live stream specifically. Okay, we're gonna use some dark images here. Just kind of break this up a little bit so we get what we want. I'm gonna get a little more here because I like the idea that this has some armor to it. Okay, now for the fun part. I'm gonna make a new layer because this could completely destroy what I've been working on here. Welcome to the Discord, by the way, Caitlin. Just so you have a heads up, you tag yourself as whether you want to receive notifications about art or about D&D stuff. You can do all that, and then feel free to share your artwork with the art share, or if you want feedback and critique, work in progress. That's what it's there for. We hang out, we draw, we talk about D&D. Mostly we just throw memes at each other and share artwork. So like that's the big focus of the Discord. Oh, I can't remember. What's the hottest? White, blue? White, blue, yellow, red? Orange. Orange on the inside or outside? I feel like orange is on the inside. Yeah, that's right. Go right here in the center. That looks good. Okay. And I'm going to grab some yellow here, or some red. Do some little flakies. And then we'll grab some yellow sparks that are just kind of popping about. And then we'll grab this red and we'll put it in the reflection of the eyes. It's going to really look like this thing is just staring at the fire, which is totally fine. I used to draw a lot when I was younger. I went to school for design for a while before dropping out, but it's a hobby. Like I try to get again and build those skills. Yeah, I went to college for, oh god, everything. I went to college for everything. But I was originally an art major. Well, I was originally a biomedical systems engineer, but doesn't matter. I went to school for art eventually, and I stopped drawing for like 4 years while I was doing art school, which is really weird. But I eventually got back into it, and then I finished and started doing more art. Corvus, welcome in. How are you today?
I'm okay. And I ruined the vote. Sorry.
I think there was only one person voting. Let's see how many people actually.
Four people voted for 4 different things.
Ah, cool. Gotcha. Well, you know how that works.
I voted. Yep. I voted for Jimothy.
Jimothy's been all over my feed. Partially because I live in Seattle,
Yep.
and partially because I think he's on everybody's feed.
Yeah. I think just like the internet got wind of videos of Jimothy.
Yeah, I mean, like, it wasn't new to me when I saw it. So, like, I've obviously seen that before. I think I might have seen the original post when he was, like, a baby.
Uh-huh.
To which, like, around here, it's just like, oh, that's a weird-looking raccoon. And that was the end of it. And now the internet is just like, oh, my God, he needs to be the mascot for everything. I was like, nice, all right. Local boy becomes famous. I like it.
Yep. Yeah, I literally think it's just because videos of Jimothy resurfaced.
Mm-hmm.
And people like, oh my god, this thing is weird and cute and crazy. Explosion.
Yep.
It's like with Mudang. Mudang wasn't super new.
Right. Yep, same thing. Which is fine. I like it. I like it a lot.
There's also a lot of misunderstanding what Mudang is. It's like, Mudang isn't a normal hippo. Mudang is a river hippo. Meaning they are tiny.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're like
hippo.
a mini hippo, aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, they still get big. They get about, I think, the size of the tapir. Maybe a little bit bigger.
But it's also a baby,
Like,
right? Mudang was a baby.
Yeah.
Baby mini.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mutant animals might be good compromise then. We could do that. Weird animal mutants. We could do that as the thing. I like it. Speaking of outright random characters, Atomic. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Apparently, both I don't know if this is true at all. I don't think it is, but I think it's just for the internet clicks. I read a thing this morning that was like D&D and Pathfinder race to copyright Jimothy as a stat block. And it's like, I don't know if that's the case.
Well, Pathfinder definitely got there first.
Yeah.
I mean, they're both in Washington, aren't they?
Yes.
Or have... Yeah, I was going to say, so it's not that crazy.
Actually, you know what? I don't know. I don't think WotC is here. But it's like Magic the Gathering's design team is here. I think the D&D writing team is in California.
That makes sense. I was going to say, I feel like Hasbro would have two different offices for WotC.
Yeah. The Magic the Gathering Hasbro office is here. I believe in Renton, which is, pretty close.
Yep.
All right, there we go. I think that's that. Not the weirdest thing I've ever drawn, but it's up there. It's up there.
A weird fire cricket?
It is a firehead paladin, whatever that means. Brine shrimp.
Ah.
I will let you guess who suggested that was.
Probably Norman.
Exactly, you got it.
Norman breaks out all the fish.
Mm-hmm. I don't think Bionic suggested one this week, which is weird. I hope Bionic is okay. I didn't see a big burly boy. So.
Stay here.
So Bionic, if you're out there, I hope you're doing all right.
Oh, yeah.
I think this might be the first time we don't have a Bionic suggestion in a long while. I've become accustomed to your face. I don't actually know that whole song. I only know the meme.
I got a suggestion.
Okay.
It's sort of, I just spent like too long reading about this new class. A Knoll Spirit Necromancer.
Okay. That feels very on brand for a Knoll. But
Because of the Necromancer class, people have been like doing long blogs on Pathfinder Reddit. Like, how does Pharasma feel like about the Necromancer? I'm like, depends on what they do.
No, what was it? No
I would
Spirit?
imagine.
Spirit what?
Necromancer.
It's just Spirit Necromancer? Oh,
Yeah,
that's right. The one that summons ghosts, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
I found out there's also like two like subclasses for the Necromancer in addition to like what your focus is. You can either be a puppet master Necromancer or like a Reaper. And the Reaper is like a melee Necromancer.
Okay.
It's like you get like medium armor and trained in like some martial weapons.
That's cool. I like that. TMNT T8 tabletop RPG character creation embraces roll for random, but it's also based on the Palladium system. I don't know the Palladium system. I've heard you talk about it before. Picked up the Australian TMNT supplement and rolled Sugar Glider Airship Captain. Nice. I just read The Last Ronin this weekend. It's good. It's really good. It's dark.
My River Goblin druid that you did years and years ago was a randomly rolled character.
Yeah. Part of it was, oh, jeez, the kid just bolted. Something that used to happen is that we had people come in and everyone started rolling random characters, which bummed me out a little bit because all of a sudden we started having really weird combinations of characters that people didn't really care about. And the people that had their characters that they wanted to have drawn were basically getting washed out. Like we didn't have time to
Yeah.
draw them. And so it was like, hey, if you don't need to make a randomly generated character. I could do that myself. I want to draw your character. And so I think that was not you specifically, like that was something I had to talk about in chat. And that's why I've shifted away from that
Well,
stuff. Which is
I
fine.
randomly rolled them because I was like, well, I want to make a character, and like I like randomly rolling a character sometimes.
Sorry.
So
I guess
like,
we talked about this earlier in the chat today. That's why I bring it up again.
oh, okay.
Atomic was asking about that. Oh, make a randomly generated. Like, I don't need random generators. I need I want to draw your stuff. I want to draw people's characters. Okay.
Because I actually did turn the goblin into a character. I just never played them yet.
You should. I think it would be funny. I think there's this like Druid has made a goblin now. Jump Rope has made a goblin. Jonas, I don't know. Jonas has made a kobold.
Kobold.
I don't think Jonas has played
which
goblin
she
yet.
played very goblin-like.
Yeah.
So. I mean, I have a hobgoblin, but I'm not playing them like Pathfinders.
Yeah.
Hobgoblins. But which Pathfinder's hobgoblins is basically how I pictured my river goblin, a stretched out goblin.
I do like the tall goblins. Like that drawing was like, you know what? Tall goblins are kind of nice. We should draw more tall goblins.
Because like elves, I see goblins being incredibly like environmentally diverse.
Yeah, I mean
Like,
they're
if I got.
very.
I feel like if a goblin lived near a river, they would grow longer limbs, like how we got longer limbs to swim.
You slowly turn into otters. All right, I'm drawing a kobold inside of a chest. Wait. Is that right? Yes. So this one's real close to breaking the rules. It says a kobold inside of a chest, trying and failing to be disguised as a mimic. 1, no mimics. 2, something pretending to be something else. Not cool. But I do like the idea of a kobold hiding inside of a chest. So,
Yep.
this one is like borderline breaking the rules. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it today. And when people get real close to breaking the rules, we go derp. And I think people should know that by now. So
I do find it funny that mimics in Delicious and Dungeon are crustaceans. They're essentially hermit crabs.
yeah, little hermit crabs. Or is it the mimics?
Yeah.
Is it because the magic
'cause they're
armor?
like-
I don't think the magic armor and the mimics are the same. Because there's
They're
like
not,
there's
so-
chest mimics. God, did they eat a mimic in the?
They did.
Did they? Okay.
So apparently, living armor in Dungeon Meshi are essentially made up of colonies of mollusks.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of when you said mimics. So.
And the chest mimic is in fact a crustacean, and because we later find out, oh no, they didn't eat. I don't think they did eat a mimic. I think they found a dead mimic that got eaten by the coin bugs.
That's right, because the coin bugs infest the gold that get put in the mimics, and then they eat the mimics.
Yep.
And then that turns it into a normal chest.
Yep.
Okay.
Full of either real or bugs. Gold.
Yeah.
Dude, they send you like, oh yeah, we'll just toss these. I was like, what was wrong with those bugs? Like, that wasn't bugs. That was real gems.
That was one of my favorite and like least favorite parts of that anime. It's just so painful. Oh my god, kid.
Especially for Chilchuck,
Sorry.
who is like
Yeah.
there on business.
Like that feels like one of those moments when the writer's just like, how can I shit on these characters more? It's like, you don't need to do that. Why do you torture these poor people?
I'm now just picturing our stupid escapades with the undead kobolds in your maze.
That was not supposed to be as difficult as it was.
It's just like just kobolds everywhere swarming the place, which makes sense. They would do that, but God, it slowed us down.
Yeah. I mean, really, it was the party splitting up. It's
Yep.
like, oh no, look, things running around everywhere. We better split up and just ignore some of them. It's like, what? What? What are you doing?
Yep. I tried to get with people, and then everyone just kept moving away. I was like,
Yeah.
not fine. I'm just gonna stand here. And I still was the one who got blowed up the most. I was like,
Well, you were running around the most, I think.
yeah,
you
because I was trying
explored
to
the
chase
most of
after
it.
people.
Yeah. Halfling Cavalier of the Paws Bull Mastiff mount. Yes, I went with the dog and barding, not the halfling. Is that your suggestion today? I can draw a Mastiff mount.
I played a bit of Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous on the Steam Deck, and that was the class I was playing. I was playing a Order of the Paw Halfling Cavalier. Because instead of getting like a horse or anything like that, you get a dog as your mount. It's great. Because you can just take the dog, ride the dog anywhere.
I feel like
That's about the most optimized OP I'll ever get is for min-maxing. It's like, I'll be a halfling cavalier who can ride a dog, but I won't have to worry about the size of the stupid mount.
the Cavalier gets a little broken because of that kind of stuff. But I really liked the I made a goblin kobold cavalier that rode a badger. That was really fun. That was one of my favorite shenanigan characters. I played him as the DM though, because he was an NPC, but I rolled him out as a stat character and just played him with the party. And that was my way of getting away with doing that, is I made him real dumb. So he just like did whatever people told him to. He was a knight, and so he was just like, "I will defend your honor," and they'd be like, "Don't do that." He's like, "Okay." You had a lot of fun with that character.
For a little bit, I wanted to make like a dark elf lizard rider cavalier or ranger with riding lizard.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of goblins in Pathfinder. The one you want to run.
Rise of the Runelords?
Rise of the Runelords that ride giant geckos. Those are really funny.
It's great.
And they like the one I really like is the boss one that rides it. The first one you meet, like you walk into a room and there's no one there. You're like, what the hell? And he's on the ceiling, riding a gecko on the ceiling. I'm like, that's beautiful. I love that.
How in the world is he hanging on?
Mounting. Really good at mounted combat. I think he straps himself to it. I'm not sure.
Probably. I was gonna say probably like how like they do it like in House of the Dragon, where like they kind of like strap themselves into the saddle.
Yeah, it's not the most important part of that fight.
No, it's
to
not.
worry about.
And he probably sets the house on fire while he's in there with you all, and
I can't remember.
I don't know. I'm just making a lot of assumptions.
I mean, yeah,
It's
a lot of goblin racism. That's fine. I'm trying to remember.
Well, considering all of 1E was like goblins would raid a town, set on fire, laugh maniacally, and go kill all the horses and dogs.
Mass chaos ensues. Yeah. Should I have his feet sticking out of the bottom when he's walking around? Hold on a second.
That'd be kind of great. Like it's his armor, and then he just like tucks in his feet.
Where'd that chest come from? What? It wasn't here a minute ago. Are you sure? I didn't put it there. Chests don't just walk around. Cobble feet are hard to draw.
Jimothy Christmas.
What's happening? There we go. Wrong there. Solid worm. Yeah, running around the box. Yep. Boom, ba-dum, boom.
That's weird. I can hear the TV now.
Sorry.
That's fine.
It got loud. Maybe I got loud. I'm not sure. Jonas, welcome in.
Or
How are
maybe you got
I got
quiet
quiet.
and it started picking it up.
Yeah, it's very possible.
That's how we reintroduce Cutter. Walking chest. It's like, huh?
Something I haven't gotten back to yet is the goblin you guys let live.
Yeah. It's gonna come bites in the ass.
Maybe, maybe not. The funniest part is like the other team also let him live, but like he escaped. And the entire dungeon, they're just like, we're waiting for that goddamn goblin. I'm like, he's gone. Like you don't see any. I even tried to use him as like there's a way out of this dungeon. You just have to follow the footprints of the goblin. They're like, we'll deal with him later, and then they never did. And I was like, all right. So there's a whole bunch of shenanigans.
And then they just decided to jump off the cliff.
Yeah, just bail. Everybody bail. Actually, half the party bailed on them. And then the other half just like walked back. Like, what just happened?
Also, basically what we did in this last stretch of your dungeon.
Yep.
Like, 3 people jumped. Well, 2 people jumped, 1 flew.
Oh, you know, you're
and
right.
The rest of us just
I just
walked
completely,
through the lava.
yeah, I completely conflated both parties. You're right. No, that was a different thing that happened. Because you guys already have Tim. The other party hasn't even gotten to Tim yet. So, yeah. I totally just mixed up 2 different campaigns. Like the Bug Bone Boy. Thank you. He's a brine shrimp. He's a brine shrimp fire paladin. Okay, so if this goblin, kobold, is trying to pretend to be a mimic, I feel like he might paint his face pink to look like a tongue. Something like that.
Or paint his tail and, like, wiggle the tail out.
Oh, that's so much better, yeah. Let's do that. Let's do that.
At least give him some intelligence.
I mean, he's walking around. He's walking around in a chest, so I don't know. Color and lighting really well. Thank you. I've been trying to do a lot more like value stuff than just sketching, because I think this is improving my art. So, yeah. Thank you.
Oh, I just remind. So last time I was on, we were talking together, we mentioned Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
I was like, is he in jail again? Or like still in jail? No, he wasn't. Until like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
I think, oh, that's funny.
Not a mimic. Spelt wrong.
Oh, they're making a Clayface movie?
Interesting. I watched the first episode of the. Oh, Clayface is not Sandman, but that's fine. I watched the first episode of the Spider-Man Noir. That's all right.
Uh-huh.
I'm excited. I watched it in black and white, which is cool.
Isn't it already in black and white?
You can choose when you watch it.
Oh.
It gives you the option to watch it in color or black and white. I'm like, I'm gonna watch it in black and white. Had to step away for a minute. Sorry for missing anything important. No, you're good. I should practice color values, etc. I'm here. I've drawn the usual. I mean, you don't have to. Draw whatever you want to draw, man. I've been struggling to do some of the artwork for the game because I haven't done color in so long. It's like, ugh, I need to just practice values. I need to practice volumes. So I've chosen to do this to myself. Not that everybody needs to.
It would be good practice, though.
Yeah. Welcome in, by the way.
Thank you. I realized I can just join the voice chat
Mm-hmm.
and not be like a little stalker at the corner.
You're also welcome to draw if you want.
Sure. You know, why not?
Yeah, I'll give you a link. Hold on. Invite to draw.
I've drawn
Oh, there you
with
go.
you with my new tablet.
I sent you an invite to your Magma thing. So if you go to Magma Studio, it should just invite you, I hope. If not, I'll send you a link.
Magma forever.
Can I just get a link?
Give me a moment, I'm trying to-
Kid, did you just throw a whole thing of chips on the floor? Yep. Okay, 1 second. I gotta go pick up some Pringles. Alright. I'm back. Copy link. I found it. There you go. Okay, there's that. Let me get back to the chat.
Oh, from my age. Oh, thank you for reminding I'm old now. Oh.
And I'll move some of these out of the way.
No worries. What? Protect your dog. Ah. Okay.
Protect your dog?
From I don't know what they're called in English, but like the little insects that suck blood.
Oh, ticks.
X.
What are they called in Finnish?
Punki. I had to think about it for a bit. Punkki.
Konki? Alright.
Not far off. I would understand.
Vampires.
Alright, can I just move this to my tablet? Yes, I can. Oh boy. It's gonna be weird.
I'm drawing on the wrong layer. I am drawing on the wrong layer.
Push-ups.
I don't got push-ups in me today. Yeah, maybe I do. I'll try.
How do you flip? Oh. What's the button to unflip? Unflip. Okay, never mind. here, so I have to find it out on my phone.
Okay.
Rook,
Yeah. What?
what is the flip button here?
Where is it? Up in the top middle.
Let's undo. Let's redo.
Am I drawing all crooked?
It looks a little crooked.
Oh yeah, everything's a little crooked. You're right. Oh well. My tablet is not
I'll be right
straight.
back.
There we go. I had to move the ads. Okay. So,
Yeah, I don't like the ad placement on here, but that's fine. Free is free. So whatever.
free is indeed free here. Okay. No, that's
Kobold
what I do.
15. 15 kobolds so far this year. Give or take.
Give or take.
Uh-oh.
Nice.
What's going on?
Then I'll split button. Oh, didn't mean to do that.
What's going on, kid?
I'm gonna have to relearn how
What?
to do this.
You need... Hold on a second. The kid's yelling at me. Let me figure out what this is.
What should I draw?
I'm gonna regret that later, but that's fine. We'll deal with it as it comes. I just gave the boy a giant bag of chickpeas, dried chickpeas. Because he's like, I found a shovel, I want to dig outside. And it's like, no, I don't want to go outside right now. I'm working and it's hot. So now he's got a giant tub of beans to dig through, and he's about to pour them on the floor. I can feel it. I'll clean it up later. It's fine. It'll be fine. All right, what's the next one here? Bra, bra, bra.
I'm back.
Welcome back. A Damascus Steel Earth Elemental.
Isn't that just a metal element at that point?
Yeah. That's okay.
I mean, in some versions, metal is an earth
Yeah, that's
part of the earth element, so
I have an excellent point. What brush would you just roll?
This one's going to be a lot of weird texturing, which is totally fine. Let's see how it goes.
I'm glad tomorrow is going to be probably the coolest day we had so far this week.
I'm gonna have to look. Yeah, I don't
Which,
know.
which is going to be 80, which is what in Celsius?
30 something.
Yeah, 30 something.
26.
26.
Hmm. That's
Yesterday we hit 90 with 36% humidity. So not terrible.
And,
Could have been
yeah,
much
I'm
worse.
working tomorrow and Friday, so outside. So
Wear a hat, wear your sunscreen, bring water.
well, I'll be under a roof, but it's like in a pool house.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be muggy.
So
Bring water.
oh yeah. Unless we somehow manage to get done in one day, which I doubt it.
I'm making experience. What is this?
Hmm?
I spent so much time just trying to find a brush.
Man, round brush. Round brush is the thing. I tried really hard yesterday to make a pencil sketchy brush in Photoshop, and I haven't done that in years, and I was just like, why am I doing this? And I just I don't need texture in my pen strokes.
I'm like, I generally use the airbrush. Very small though.
Yeah.
I don't think this will work. Okay, now I just need to figure out what to draw. You got any suggestions?
I have 2 left. I have the Knoll Spirit Necromancer and a Halfling Cavalier of the Paw Bullmastiff. So if you want one of those, you can do one of those. Or you can just draw whatever you want.
I'll just draw whatever I want to get used to this because this feels so weird.
You could draw some Jimothy if you wanted.
Jimith?
Oh. Oh no.
I've been seeing that thing all over. I have no idea what that is.
It's a tiny mutant. Tiny mutant raccoon from Seattle.
Uh,
Yeah, and the boys in the cupboards. Be right back. We can hear him climbing the counter.
yeah, I've been seeing it all over, and I'm like, what is this? I don't understand.
Yeah, so it's a raccoon that has like a short spine disorder. And
That's what
like,
it looks like, man.
yeah. And apparently everyone in Seattle has known about him for a long time. But like the internet finally just like caught wind of him and they've gone crazy.
This is going to be really loud. The boy needed a whisk for his bowl of beans. He's cooking. He's cooking now. Making beans.
Taking over to cook early on. Standard process.
Okay, if this is a Damascus steel, that means it's forged. Which means maybe it shouldn't be earth elementally. Maybe it should be like covered in swords. Maybe sharper
Yeah, some
than.
people say Damascus steel, they kind of mean the pattern.
Yeah. Or you just essentially make it like a golem, a metal golem with like the watery,
Ooh,
wiggly pattern.
that could be really cool. Yeah, sorry, that is so loud.
What is it now?
Is it a Warcraft 3 reference?
What's up?
No, there's a guy I get shorts every now and then, and he's like, "What is it now?"
Oh, the chicken farmer?
then- Yep.
Patrick Warburg stealing chicken farmer? What is it now?
Yep.
My God. Yeah, that guy's really funny. I like him.
Yep. Basically, though, just doing a Crunkin impersonation.
Yeah, yes.
Who's like, the actor's name is just escaping me. I'm just like, something Ham. John Ham?
What? No, it's Patrick Warburg.
Thought Crunk's voice actor was John Ham.
No? What is happening with my computer? Oh, God. Okay, my computer is... Is there, like, something stuck in here? What's going on? Hold on a second. Yeah, Patrick Warburg. Can you guys hear that?
Oh, yeah. I just mixed him and John Hamm together in my head.
They look similar, I would argue.
Yeah. They have like similar vibes about them.
Jesus Christ, kid.
I remember this guy being in the second Men in Black movie.
Yeah.
In the very beginning.
He was what is Agent K's replacement partner.
Yep.
You're probably here to a public place. You're gonna mind whack me.
So I won't cause a scene. Like, you are causing the scene.
You may now say some things. Do we actually have examples of real Damascus steel?
Yes.
Okay. I know there's this huge, like, mysticism around it. And I've heard both ways of, like, we can't make anything like this. And other people are like, it's totally just lame and it's fine.
It's just
Yeah.
layered iron.
It's like the reason we don't do this anymore is because it's not that great. It's great for the time it was
Yeah.
made, but we can do better now.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
From my understanding is it came about because production of steel was still very new,
Mm-hmm.
and they would layer it and fold it over to not purify it, but to essentially give the strengths of the different steel that's being used in it
Yeah.
to the sword.
The other idea with folding is that you don't have lots and lots of similar facing crystals that can shear. So if you have lots of different layers facing different directions, your shear strength goes up, which is really important. Your sword doesn't snap. But
I
there's-
also think people are like conflating it with crucible steel, which is like sort of special in that it's steel that was made in a crucible and people loved it. Like it has its origins in like Sri Lanka and like spread everywhere. There are Viking swords with it.
like that's the same thing with like a lot of Japanese swords. There's the mysticism once again to it that like it took all of this time and effort that made them like super good and powerful. It's like the time and effort was required because the steel they had was kind of garbage, and so they had to fold it. And so swords were mystified because they were not something that could be easily produced. And when someone did, it took a lot of time and a lot of effort. And that's great, and they're amazing, and they're beautiful, and an amazing piece of like history and art. But yeah, it's still like it's a low quality steel in most cases, and that's what requires that. So I don't know. I think people love making things that are old seem more good than they were.
Yeah, because like Tagahagame, which is the steel that you use for traditional Japanese swords, like it's made from iron sand.
Yeah, river sand.
And it, I don't maybe, but it's like it would take so long, and then they'll make this big slab of it, and then they'll go through and like chip off. Like, all right, this looks like this is a good piece. Here's a good piece. We can use this one, and they wouldn't use everything. That would come off this big slab steel because it wasn't all good.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, 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 bum. Dragons. Kid, don't eat the beans, please.
Yeah, so basically, the reason we call Damascus steel Damascus steel is because it was imported from India to Damascus, the city, where it was made. The billets were made into swords and everything.
Okay.
But in India, it's called Woots steel.
Yeah. Sorry.
And it's a ultra high carbon crucible steel. So.
Oh, it is crucible steel. Okay.
Yeah.
So they pour forge it and then give those billets to people to forge other things. That makes sense.
Well, they wouldn't pour forge it. They would. So basically.
Okay. So
they would make this.
With crucible steel, you don't pour it out into a mold, because I thought that was what crucible steel is. You're saying they let the crucible be the end point.
So you would create the steel in a crucible, and you would basically then like let it congeal or harden in the crucible, and then smash the crucible.
Oh,
it would never like pour it out.
Interesting.
And so you would have like a puck of it. And then, but the difficulty with crucible steel is that it's not fully crystallized. I'm not sure that's the correct term.
Yeah.
So, like, you have to heat it up slowly and, like, carefully hammer it into a more solid mass.
Gotcha.
That's what like makes it difficult.
Yeah.
To work with. Because like if you just like start like wailing on it, it will crumble. Because it's not fully
There's too
meshed
many
together.
Yeah, there's too many impurities. Yeah, for carbon impurities, which carbon makes steel stronger, which is good. But you have to, it has to be managed a specific way.
Yep.
Interesting. I'm sure I knew all of these things 10 years ago.
Yeah, so crucible steel is steel made by melting pig iron, cast iron, sometimes steel, along with sand, glass, and ashes, and other fluxes in a crucible.
Okay. Kid, that is not safe. What are you doing? You're back. What are you crunching over here? You gonna ride the horsey? Rockety, rockety, rockety. Rock, rock, rock. Rock, rock, rock. This kid's doing good today. Just hanging out. Not making a scene.
Okay, so a little bit more information.
About what? Be specific.
So, ancient Damascus steel
Okay.
/ woot steel is not pattern welded, like how modern
Yeah, okay.
Damascus. So, the pattern is natural. So, like when you would forge your blade, it would have those patterns already in it because of all the inclusions of carbon, and because it's not like you can't because it's crucible steel, you can't like get like a mono steel from it.
Interesting.
It would naturally have this sort of like rippling pattern to it. So technically, modern day Damascus steel is actually a lot more like how Japanese steel was made, or swords, because Japanese steel is pattern welded together with like 2 or more different hardness of steel.
Interesting.
And that's why like you have like the weird like kind of wavy patterns on it.
Okay, so yeah, like katanas have the have this, right? They have the this on it. That's because
the
you
hamon.
Yeah, you mask this with clay, and then you retemper the. I think you retemper the back of the blade. Ooh, I can't remember now.
So the back of the reason they put the clay on the back of the blade is to have it softer.
Yeah, so the sword is flexible, but then the edge is harder, right? I think that's...
Yeah. Differential hardening is the term. And...
But that's not what you're talking about with the patterning?
So, they would already have a softer steel for the back edge, or back half of the blade, which, and the harder edge will be, and the clay is there, not so much to,
where'd the drink go?
It's one to protect the softer steel from getting too hot, but it also adds a bit of a pattern to it.
Okay.
But if you didn't do it, there would still be a different color of steel. between the edge and the spine.
I didn't know that.
A lot of times.
Because like I've seen, there's so much weird metallurgy, right? Like it's like
Yeah.
you can add an included piece of harder steel into a piece of softer steel, and then forge weld them together. I think when you're talking about the other type of pattern, which I see a lot, is people basically start with bricks of hard steel, soft steel, hard steel, soft steel, and then when you forge it together, you get that cool kind of wavy Damascus thing, because you just keep folding it over and over and over again. Yeah, I want to look up and see. I want to see like an actual Damascus steel piece, because I think a lot of it is the big thing they were
Also,
saying
a lot of times
about
you would never like see the pattern because
yeah, that's what I was
the
gonna say.
pattern
Like
has to be acid etched.
we only see them now because they are so old. Like
Yeah.
they weather and they oh yeah, that's way different. That's cool. Okay, here's I found a picture. I'll put it in the Discord. That is quite a bit different than the patterning I was thinking of.
Yeah.
It's very, very intricate.
And so, like, there are people who still make steel like that, particularly in India.
Okay,
But, like,
cool.
it's just really hard.
Yeah. Not efficient.
Yeah, no.
It's like, why don't we just heat this up
That's
way hotter?
why
make a solid
when
piece.
England was taking over India, or taking the East India Company, they were still people in India were still very much using swords in combat. So they would import steel blades from Germany, England would, and sell people in India because it was just a better overall steel that they could have en masse. But like if you wanted like a prestige piece, you would not use those. You would just go to a local smith. So there's a lot of like blades on like Indian swords that are made in Germany.
Okay, that's cool. I kind of like that. Okay, I like that more than what I've done here. So I'm going to redo the helmet. And then I'll probably call it with this one. I think that one's kind of done.
I like its kind of bulk. Almost like, I don't say it has a hunchback, but like I like the bulky shoulders.
It's a little asymmetrical in the pose, which I dig.
Mm-hmm.
Which I feel like that should be very elementals, because like elementals don't actually care what they look like. They're just like, are you focused on shooting?
Only genies do.
Shooting goo? I like the idea that a lot of elementals aren't, like the fact that they're human shaped at all is a product of the wizard summoning them.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I also like that elementals are kind of dumb. Not necessarily like
I've
unintelligent,
always-
but just like they just don't know. They just don't know anything.
Yeah.
All you bipedal creatures look the same. Why have you summoned me?
I don't know how this is like why they do it, but every time I would see like elementals from like WoW, they always would have like these weird like manacles or shackles on their arms.
Yeah.
I've always like thought that as like, oh, that's just to keep them in a humanoid form to easier to corral together.
I think in WoW it's because
I don't know if that's the case.
they're essentially summoned. They're all summoned by something, so they're all shackled.
Mm-hmm. But like that's what I think. Like I was like, oh, they're like for control, but also just like you can't just like talk to a bonfire or command a bonfire. They're just like, I need you to be a little human shaped,
I really like the WoW.
human enough.
Yeah, WoW elementals are fun. They're like little tiny floaty heads, and then just like 5 rocks. It's like, yep, that's an earth elemental. Great. Whang. 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 Okay, let's do that. All right. I think I'm done with that bad boy. What do I got? 2 left? 1 left? I got 2 left. It's 11:30 already. I should probably call it there. And then I have some for Friday. Go make lunch.
Yeah, I was gonna say you didn't get a lot of suggestions this week.
I didn't get a lot of suggestions this week. No, I didn't. Which is okay. Means I can work on game stuff.
I like the primal water, by the way. Actually, on the wizard. For the crab king.
What do you want? Say that again?
I've been enjoying the water element a lot on the wizard.
Water elemental art on the wizard.
It gives knockback and
Oh, yeah,
it's put on a weapon. It gives splash damage. It's been really good.
I just edited some stuff. I think I made the wizard a little... I changed him again in the last one, so I don't know what the last he played was, but...
I played like 3 or 4 days ago.
Okay, that should be fine then. I think I made him do a little more damage and be a little slower. And then I noticed when I got into the tower, it was like amplifying the tower's speed, so it was just like chain gunning explosions. And it's like, that's not right.
I did notice the fire rate of the tower was higher.
Yeah, I might have fixed that already. But so it's a little bit slower, a little more damage, which I think feels good. And then I discovered, what did I figure out? I need to do more multiplayer testing because there was an issue where some of the stats just weren't applying to multiplayer characters, and it's just like, that's not good. So hopefully we'll figure that out. Kid, please don't climb in the box. I think I better get going. This kid's gonna start destroying stuff. Thanks again for hanging out today, everybody. I'm gonna save this guy out. I'll put him on the Discord. Whoa, kid. I think I will. I think I will post these today on the community post. Just be like, here's what we did today. We'll have another live stream on Friday. See how that goes. Roots. Roots is a fun word. That looks cool. I like that one. I did a lot of really fun ones today. That's all I got. Whoa. Cool. Okay. I'm gonna go clean that up and then start lunch for this kid. I might be back this afternoon to work on game stuff because I have a lot of stuff I want to work on for the game. We'll be back on Friday, and we'll catch everybody then. Jonas, of course, thank you for hanging out today. Stay happy, stay healthy, keep your dice on the table. We'll catch everybody on Friday. Bye, everyone.
Yeah.